Doing your job keeps you employed. It doesn't automatically get you promoted. If you are shocked or at least a little bit surprised by this statement, it means that you are part of the people who think that they will have to work hard enough until one day somebody gives them that final position that they have so desired. People who think that good work should speak for itself and they should never promote it. If you're there, I have to tell you, it's not going to get you what you want in your career. I also realized this a few years back and I had to change a lot of stuff for myself. So today I want to talk about 3 main concepts that have helped me a lot in this journey. And I'm sure they will help you as well. The first thing that I want you to understand is that promotions are not the company's way of rewarding you for your great work. It's not a reward for your effort, but it's actually a bet on your future impact. So a company is not going to give you a promotion because you did a great work, something that was expected from you and you did it spectacularly. So they're not going to give you the promotion to thank you, but they will actually give it to you if they think that you might be able to create more value on a higher level. Let me tell you what I mean. We all are on different levels, right? Some of us are juniors, some of us are media, some of us are seniors, some people are C-suite executives. No matter where you are in your organization, there are certain things that are expected from you. There are things that are on your job description, there are tasks you have to do, there are things that are expected that you would have to be fulfilling on a day-to-day basis in order to be employed at that job. Well, it turns out that if you are more on a junior level, everything that you have to do mainly revolves around putting a lot of effort into doing what other people tell you. Fulfilling tasks that are already quite fixed and certain and you just have to finish them. Junior positions are focusing a lot on execution and effort. And this is the basis of that position. So if you're a junior or if you're a specialist and you're doing whatever has been given to you as your job perfectly, that's not going to mean that you need to be a senior person. That doesn't automatically get you the senior position, because you're already doing the job of a junior perfect. The company is not going to thank you for being a great junior. They're actually going to thank you by giving you a promotion when you show some signs of seniority. But when can you get there? You can show some signs of seniority when you see beyond the immediate tasks that have been delegated to you. Foresee a vision. You can create a vision for something that you're doing or the team project or the company or whatever that you're dealing with that nobody else is seeing. This is where you show that you can handle ambiguity. You can show that you have influence on other people, that other people listen to you, that your voice matters, that your opinion matters, that your opinion is influential on certain decisions that your team is going to make. Only at this point you show some signs of seniority and then the company might think to promote you to be a senior or a media person. So when you're a junior, you have to do everything that has been given to you perfectly and then show some signs of seniority. By being a perfect junior, the company is not going to reward and thank you by giving you a promotion, because you're just doing your job. And remember, a promotion is always a risky decision for the company because they're going to make a bet on your future impact. How will you improve the team and how will you improve the organization you're going to be hired for? So my point of all of this being that promotions are not rewards for your effort, because that's your job, that's what you have to do. But promotions are actually bets on your future impact. Whenever you do great effort, you show that you're reliable, you show that people can count on you, you show that you're responsible, you deliver on time, and you can meet the deadlines. But once you show impact or you communicate impact, it shows that you're ready. So if you make that mindset switch, that promotions are not a reward for your effort, but they're actually a bet on your future impact, that probably changes your behavior, right? I urge you, do not talk in activities, talk in impact. Don't say, I did this, this, this. Talk about the impact on the outcome you created, because that is the difference between a junior and a media and a senior, right? And narrate your work in outcomes, not all the tasks you did. I did the same thing when I started as a junior, and one of the first advice that the managing partner at the consultancy where I worked back then told me is that, Parastou, do not talk about activities. I do not care what you did to give me these learnings. Tell me what you learned. Tell me the advice, tell me the recommendations, I don't care about anything else. And he was right, why should he? So, promotions are not the company's way of thanking you, they're actually making a bet on how you are going to do great in the future. The second concept that I want to talk to you about is, if nobody can articulate the value you are creating in the company when you are not in the room, it means that you're invisible. Okay, here's what a lot of people get wrong. Your career doesn't move in the meetings that you actually attend. A lot of your future positions are actually happening when you are not in the room, when people are talking you up or talking you down, where your reputation precedes you. That's when a lot of promotions happen, when you're not there, but somebody remembers what you did. Somebody remembers when you stood up. Somebody remembers when you initiated something. Somebody remembers when you had a responsibility or you had an idea or you wanted to do something that is coming back to a position that is being opened for a promotion. Now, if you resonate with what I'm telling you right now and you feel invisible, it doesn't mean that you need to stop being bold or talking more or putting yourself or putting your face in front of other people's. No. It just means that other people have to know the value you're creating. Other people have to know the problems that you are solving. Other people have to know about your ideas, about the vision, and about the opinions that you have. They have to know about the outcomes that you've created. They have to know how the organization or the team is better because of you. Now, I'm sure that you're all of that. I'm sure that you're great, you work hard, the company is better because of you, the team is better because of you, you've got a lot of ideas, you've got vision. But if you are the only one who knows that means that you're invisible. It means that other people cannot realize this on their own, where they are in a room together talking about a new opportunity. And your name doesn't come up because other people just don't know. So the kind of visibility I am talking about here doesn't mean that you have to start self-promoting yourself. No, but you have to make that a shared understanding that everybody knows the kind of impact you created, the outcomes, the ideas, the vision, everything that you're doing for the company. It has to be a shared understanding of what you are contributing to the company. It has to be a shared understanding. Otherwise, you're invisible. In order to move away from this, you can actually do two main things. One thing that I always recommend people is to make your manager your amplifier, your supporter, or your sponsor, whatever you want to call it. Your manager is the first layer to anything else outside of your team. Anything else that might happen that you might not be aware of, your manager is the first level. So they have to be your advocate. Otherwise, it doesn't move anywhere. So if you show them your plan, talk about the outcome, talk about the impact, something that gives your manager a shared language that they can talk to the senior executives about. And the second thing that I always tell everyone is to volunteer for strategic projects. It doesn't have to be even strategic. Sometimes specific projects have visibility to senior executives. Some things that are not in your immediate task list, but it's actually important to somebody that you might want to impress maybe next year or the year after. So volunteer, ask to be co-presenters, do something to give you a bit of visibility into other people that you might want to impress. And these might be able to get you out of the invisibility trap that you might be in and let other people articulate your value even when you are not in the room. At least it gives you a better chance. And finally, the third concept or the third mindset that has helped me a lot move things around for myself is just realizing that hard work is very much expected these days. But if you show signs of leadership, that's pretty noticeable. This means that nowadays, if you do hard work, it's not going to be a differentiator for you. Maybe it was 10, 15 years ago when we had that hustle culture and everybody was trying so hard, hustling every day and every second. But right now, hard work is not what differentiates people, because a lot of people are doing it and maybe doing it even too much that it's not even strategic anymore, and they're just doing busy work and being busy. So at the moment, the expectation or the baseline is that people are going to work hard, but a differentiator or a nice to have or something that gets you noticed is showing signs of leadership. And signs of leadership always smell like a promotion. So it goes without saying that if you want that promotion, you have to go beyond the baseline. And what was the baseline? The baseline was just working hard. We are already going to work hard. That's non-negotiable. But you have to show signs of leadership. And how do you do that? Some of the easiest ways are taking new responsibilities, doing stuff that are beyond your immediate task list, helping other people, even helping other people. If you have an expertise, if you do something in the company that nobody else does it as good as you, or even better, if you are reputable for something, specific expertise within the company, other people seek your advice, hold on to that opportunity and spread your wings and spread your knowledge and wisdom and expertise to help other people grow. That is a classic way of showing leadership and seniority, and it never goes unnoticed. Other abilities such as thinking in systems, having bird-eye view, zooming out and in of the problem to get a better understanding, these are all great signs that shows that you are ready for a position that has more leadership involved in it, which obviously means a promotion. So these were the 3 concepts or the 3 shifts we can create in order to get that promotion this year. One is understanding that promotions are not gifts, rewards, or presents for thanking us that we have been great workers. No, they are actually bets on what we might be able to create even further in the new position. Second, we have to realize that if nobody can articulate our value, the problems we solve, the outcomes, the impact, when we are not in the room, that means that we are invisible, because a lot of leadership decisions and promotion decisions are happening behind closed doors where you're not even present. So somebody else has to talk you up, meaning that they have to be aware of everything that you have delivered and the impact you've created so far. And lastly, remember that hard work is expected. It's non-negotiable. We're not going to work less. But at the same time, we need to show some leadership and seniority signs in order to give the company and your manager and the C-suite that you've got what it takes, and they have to make a bet on you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and see you in the next one.